You ever hear people that like set a goal and they go, oh man, I want this. And then over time you see they don't get it. And that's most people, right? But there are some that do get this. And it's like, well, what's the difference? And we've, over the course of the last 2 decades, have seen thousands of businesses and people and a lot of all kinds of entrepreneurs and salespeople. And so it's interesting to see, because when you step back and look at it, you go, man, there's some big differences between the people that actually get their goal and the people that don't. And there's 2 things. Write this down, because they're 2 big things. The first one is clarity, and I know you've heard that before, but meaning they really get wired in, like their goal, and not just, oh, I want X number of dollars, because that's not quite enough. It has to be deeper than that. Like, why do I want that? What am I going to use that for? What are the differences in life? And you probably know I wrote a book called Rewire, and page 22 and 23, there's a little exercise that will really help you get dialed in and get clarity. The other thing is how they use their energy and when they really jam. And in the book, too, I write about jam time, and you'll see in here very detailed out really the hierarchy of things that work. But you see those people too. It's they describe it like marbles. Somebody told me about this a while back, and I go, man, that really makes sense. They go, look, I've got 10 marbles of energy to spend every day, and so I've only got 10, so I better use them very effectively. So when you look at the people that use their marbles effectively, they go, look, I'm only going to top targets. I'm going to have X number of conversations. I'm going to be good at my craft and practice it. And if I'm selling, I'm going to look at the best ways to sell and test different ways. And I will get there, darn it. And they get there, and they use their marbles effectively. And you see, these people typically are done sooner in the day than the people that don't use their marbles effectively and have to stay late trying to catch up when they're tired. And you see the people that don't really pan out, they do things that are hard on the brain. Like reading and writing, those things are hard, and they're distracted. So you'll see them the first thing in the morning, they'll read news, they'll look at texts and emails and write stuff, and then they'll go out for a cigarette and maybe 2 or 3, and then they'll finally come back in, and now part of their morning is gone, part of their prime time, high energy time is gone. Now they don't really have enough time to spend all their marbles, and they're frantic. They also, the people that get there do things like turn off distractions. Like if my business isn't dependent on text and emails, or my cell phone going off, or my aunt Tilly, text me about her most recent ailment, put it in airplane mode, turn Wi-Fi off, turn everything off that you can, focus on the job at hand, use your marbles effectively, get done, and get the hell out of there. So you'll get farther faster, you'll actually get it, and a lot of these people get done sooner. So give that a try. 2 things to think about. One is clarity, not just, oh, I want the money, but what does all that mean? If I get that, how does that work in my life for not only me, but the people that are dependent on me? And then how can I use my marbles as most effectively as possible in that prime time, wherever your prime time is, how can I use my marbles most effectively right there? Give it a try. Talk to you soon. Thanks.